I don't know if I'm changing over. In the moonlight I can't kill this feeling sober. So I start to come alive. I don't know what starts to control me. I'll let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. With our back against the wall, just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't wanna die inside my reality. Wait for me. I don't want your life to remember me.
Oh, you thought I was pulling the head off of my RSX. Not quite.
This is a story all about
It's turned upside down. All right, that's it. It's gonna be fine. No carnage whatsoever. Oh no! Oh my God. Look at this crush washer. Dear God. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but the crush washer on that looks awful. We're gonna get every ounce out of this bad boy. Oh no!
Oh no.
I missed. I knew that was gonna happen. I stopped paying attention for 1 second.
It couldn't have went smoothly.
Oh, and this is a great time for me to probably say we're out of paper towels.
Oh, do we not have any shop towels?
Probably not. I should have just paid attention, but instead I'm an idiot. We just need a box. This hybrid racing box. Oh, we can use this.
Not sponsored.
This crush washer is absolutely trashed. It's been crushed so much, I'm probably gonna have to get a new drain bolt completely, but that's an issue for future me. And now the real work begins. I'll add this to my K20 dipstick collection. I've got like 3 or 4 of those kicking around somewhere.
Don't you use a hybrid racing one?
Yeah, sure do. Is this going to be a consistent problem?
Magnet.
It's fine. That's what I like to see. Actually, real quick, something I wanted to do before we got started. I gotta send a text to somebody. I'm gonna get an exact answer here pretty soon, but I text Kyle. You guys will see, if you guys saw the previous video. If you haven't, click on the card and I'll send you to the previous video. But in that video, we pulled this engine out of Kyle's RSX, and this engine has got nearly, actually he just replied, 290,000 miles on it. I was gonna say nearly 300,000. So everything, I'm super excited to see what everything looks like. Like it's gonna be really interesting. There we go.
You cut the hose.
Yeah, well this is just kind of a, one of those things that happens. So I shattered this breather, this vent hose that goes into the intake. And that's just kind of one of the things that happen when you have an engine that is this old. Or not this old, but with this many miles on it. It definitely has something to do with age as well. But as far as how this thing is going to be acting, treating me as the day goes on, as far as getting things unstuck, taken off, it's gonna be tough just because of the sheer amount of miles and the heat this engine has seen. It's not gonna be super easy, but we're gonna get it licked one way or the other. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else holding the valve cover on, so we're going to, it's gonna take a variety of tools to get the valve cover off easily. I'm gonna try with a rubber mount to begin with. That's all we had to do. I expected this to be a lot harder because if you guys remember the junkyard video with the CRV, that valve cover was a bitch and a half. Not gonna lie, really happy. I mean, it's definitely been taken care of for the majority of its life. Now, I think it may have gone past its oil change interval a couple of times, but what engine hasn't, honestly? This thing looks better than I expected for nearly 300,000 miles on the engine. That's pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna run out of places to put stuff. So what we need to get off, it ends here. So this is the block, this is the head, this is where they bolt together. So we need to get all of this off.
Does this have to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
But the only reason this has to come out is because I'm pretty sure most dual overhead cam engines are like this, but the head bolts are underneath the cams. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to unbolt the intake manifold. Cam position sensor, intake side out, exhaust side out, and I believe these are the exact same part number. Like, I don't think there's any difference at all in these. They both say Japan on them and they both have the same part number, so yeah, they're exactly the same. So I'm gonna try to get the intake manifold off in one fell swoop. So I don't wanna take anything off that I don't absolutely have to take off. I wanna leave it all intact. Most of these are 12s. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck with the impact, even though that would be super nice. There's one. There's two. It's definitely saving some time. Ah, yeah, I forgot. You literally can't get to these unless you have a wrench. All these are 12 millimeter, by the way. I don't even know if it's possible to take the intake manifold off without removing like the fuel rail and such, but we're gonna give it our best college try. I'm trying to be nice. Let me be nice. It really
doesn't want to be taken apart.
It doesn't. And I hate these PRB manifolds. I absolutely hate them. The RBC is the way to go. These little short runners are so annoying. Plan B.
Force it.
Nah, I'm gonna finesse it. Got it. I didn't strip it, yay, because that would have sucked. I would have pulled out the angle grinder in 3 seconds if I would have stripped this out. I am on. Yeah.
You still gotta remove a hose, don't you? A couple?
Hopefully not. This is all like loosey-goosey. All right, intake manifold has been disconnected. We do have this PCV hose. Actually, I'll take it off from this direction. The idle air control valve hoses that are down here, those have to be pulled off. So that should be everything holding it on, minus the studs being a pain in the butt. Like, look at this, Wes. Look at this stud right here. Like, that's the only reason I can't pull this off right now, because this is in the way.
Ah, just do it.
What do you mean, just do it?
You got it. I believe.
Well, you and nobody else. I mean, it's close, but it's just not possible to do. I mean, it really is not possible.
Okay, what would be easier to take off?
That, which we have to take off anyway. Boom. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's so close to coming off.
It is close, but you know what I forgot?
What?
Coolant. Coolant's probably gonna come out.
I thought Kyle said he drained all the coolant.
I bet there's some in there still. You can't get it all. There's no way you can get it all. Grab the bucket. Just in case, grab the bucket. I'd rather have some plan than no plan at all. Aha! A little, not much though. Thank you, Kyle.
Now what you do, get some vice grip and just tape it off.
I think we're good. I think that's gonna be fine.
What? I heard your back off.
That was my shoulder, actually. Oh, okay, fine. Fine. I don't care. I will destroy a ratchet today. Puppy was on there. You know, I just realized I got to get this harmonic balancer off. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough. Back to the mallet. That's what I'm talking about.
It's peeing.
You piece of junk. Unfreaking believable. It really is unbelievable because it's not like it got hot. There's no way it got hot enough for it to be a problem, but apparently it did.
Well, you know what's next. We start filming with the DSLR.
Oh my God. You're always gonna have camera problems though. It never ends. Are we recording? Are you? You better be, you asshole.
Wait.
Got it. All right, 4.
Yep. I like this.
Thanks, the power stance, baby. All right. Now, this one?
Yes.
It's 5. And then 6 is this one, I'm guessing?
Yep.
And then 7.
Yep.
And then 8.
Nope.
8. 8. And then 9. 9. 10. Okay.
That's all of them.
That's it. And they're still tight.
You've taken the head off before, haven't you?
I've taken the head off before, yes. They weren't this tight though, I don't remember. Well, and I didn't have to fight it. It was in the engine bay. So like the block and the frame of the car, the engine mounts, everything was helping me. I was just standing there pulling. I wasn't like fighting the engine stand and everything else.
I'm trying to hold everything from moving.
Yeah. I didn't have to initiate the power thrust.
You taking it to the machine shop tomorrow?
If I can, I will. That's it.
I can't believe we're in 2022 and files are still corrupting.
So stupid, man. And it was recording the entire time.
Yeah. Red light was flashing.
It gave us no indication. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. All right, shine it in here so I can see what's going on. I see a hot spot, kind of a little bit of a ring ridge where it got hot. Cross hatching looks good on number 1. Very dirty, like some nasty gas was running this bad boy. That one looks okay. Let's go to this one. Some scratching, nothing too serious. Nothing, I'm not catching my nail on anything. 1 and 4 look okay.
No, these are the two that had low compression.
Low word compression?
Low word. Well, I mean, low, it was like 45 in one of them.
Yeah. Which one? 130, 90, 140, and 45. So it was
Cylinder 2.
cylinder 2 and cylinder 4 that were really bad. This is cylinder 2. Some scratches right there, but nothing, I mean, it's not horrible. That's like skirt wear. That's piston skirt right there. A couple more scratches on the other side. So it's piston skirts. Number 3 looks pretty good. Ring ridge again. So it was probably just, it was just an old engine. It's really all you can say. It's just old, it's tired. But we're gonna breathe new life into every single part of this engine at some point. But for now, now that this video is complete, hopefully, after we had that incident with the GoPro not filming correctly, tomorrow I'm going to take the head to the machine shop to get it decked, ported, polished, everything reworked on it. And when we get it back, it's gonna be time for assembly. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you got entertainment out of it, or maybe even some good information, please consider subscribing. It's totally free, I promise. I won't charge you a dime. Thank you very much again for watching, and hopefully in the very near future, you will see that head back being put on the K24. Hi, this is Brandon from the future. Hate to cut in here like this, but as you can see, the head is off, and so once again my GoPro has it corrupted, and it has I lost some footage, some really good footage, some funny stuff, some informative stuff. So I just feel like I couldn't do the video justice unless I did this. So just so you guys know, I'm going to throw up a photo of the sequence here. What you guys missed was taking off the cam caps and pulling off the camshafts, so that way you could get to the head studs, which you will see. Actually, I had to go back and begin filming where we pulled off the head studs, because we had stopped at that point to take a break for dinner. So just so you guys know, that's the big point that you guys missed, thanks to the technical issues that I've been having with the GoPro, which I'm going to be solving very soon. I'm done with this camera. I really am. So anyway, correct loosening sequence for the cam caps, and once the cam caps are off, then well, I'll just show you this real quick. So all you have to do is take a flathead screwdriver and stick it in here and pry up. Just make sure you don't forget to take off these 2 tins right here. And after you get all of these undone, and real quick, this is probably a good time I'll just show you guys everything just really quickly. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. And underneath here, where there's a large chunk of metal that will actually have a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. So you cannot get this sequence messed up. You really cannot. I promise you. Just follow these. You could technically mess it up, and you really don't need to. You need to avoid it at all costs. But I promise you, it's extremely hard. Honda made it very easy to do this. Okay, great. Once these are off, you can pull the cams off, and then you can stick a flathead screwdriver in here. Same on this side, and you just pry up, and it'll pop up the lower part with a rocker assembly. And then over here on this side, you do the same thing, except underneath the cam gear, you come in from this side like this, and you pry up. But obviously the cams won't be here, so you'll be able to see it a lot easier once you get into there. Then once that's up, you pretty much just have to like squeeze the rocker assembly down, and if I can, I'll show you guys a video of that as overlaying over this voiceover that I'm doing. But you just squeeze it and lift it up. You can put zip ties around the entire rocker assembly, around each one of these rocker lobes, but that to keep the springs and pins from popping out everywhere. I do it sometimes. I don't do it all the time. I did it a lot more when I first started getting into this stuff, but I really don't mess with it now. It's kind of unnecessary. And then, you know, once you pop all that out and get it out, I put everything in that box over there. There you can see the engine, but I put everything in the box over there, and then you can get to the head studs. They're 12.14s, and then just don't forget about your lost motion springs. They're still in there. You got to get some new ones of those. And other than that, that's really all you guys missed, and that's all I wanted to show you. and I really hate that the data and the video data got corrupted, and because the GoPro literally started glitching while filming, and that's when I knew that I was going to lose that footage, and I really hate that. So but as you guys can see, I got the head off. Honestly, no issues really whatsoever. And so once the head is off, I'm going to take this whole thing to a machine shop as a package, and so that way they can tell me, you know, kind of give me some information like, hey, your cams are kind of wore out, or there's some funny looking spots here and there. Because I mean, to me, all this stuff looks fine, but once you put it under a micrometer, that's when, you know, if there's any ugly truths to be told, that's when you're going to figure it out. So they're going to let me know exactly what I need to do. Gonna get if I have to get new cams, fine. I don't know about rockers. That's really a question that I do not know. If any of you guys know, let me know. But do Honda rockers ever wear out, like the factory steel ones? Because that's what I'm planning on running, is just these. That's the plan. You can get aluminum ones, but they don't last nearly as long. But these do have almost 300,000 miles on them, so there's that. But I'm just gonna give a lot of information. But regardless, everything's getting ported and polished, the head's getting decked, everything's going to be new, fresh metal. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a really nice, high-flowing head. And if I need to get new cams, like I said, they'll let me know. And so other than that, once I had everything off and got the head off, I plopped it down right here on a piece of cardboard, and I just put everything back so that way I could carry it like this. So this is why I wanted to show you guys this now, because I knew that footage is just gone. So hope this caught you up to speed. I really hope it helped. I hate that I wasn't able to retain that footage. I really hate it. Nothing went wrong. Like a lot of the times people think that, you know, stuff like this happens to create some type of drama or avoid an issue that happened. I promise you nothing went wrong. My nephew can tell you everything went oddly smooth. So so other than that, everything came off super easy. I just put everything back. So that's how easy it went. So like I said, I'm just going to take this whole package to the machine shop. It's a little bit heavier now, and I will show you guys that in a future video. So this is going to be part of two separate videos. So us pulling this engine,
Right.
I want this to like be the beginning of that.
Right, and it'll be us draining the oil.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to be like, at some point I want to be like either driving the RSX or like you film me like getting out of it and say, all right, we're going to now be pulling the K20Z1 out of the RSX, because that's exactly what we're doing.
Then we just cut to us pulling out of Kyle's.
Because that's exactly what I said. So
Right.
I'm not lying, but it's kind of like oh shit,
Yeah.
we get to keep the RSX
Right.
videos going, but we can still continue the K24 build.
Right.
So that's, yeah.
So then we'll cut from Kyle to here of us draining the oil.
Yeah, or something along those lines.
Right.
That's it. That's a wrap. We're done.
Well, till 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, I will deal with that tomorrow. I'm done. Let's get out of here. I'm so freaking done. I had a feeling. I was like, why is it doing that? I probably lost some footage.